Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and this is a 2019 Arbor Wasteland rocker snowboard, a hard-charging all-mountain deck designed for intermediate to advanced level riders. This is a great board that has a rocker-style profile shape, but has a stiffer appeal for better sturdiness in the tail. It floats like a dream, it rips on groomers, and it's kind of a unique combination of rocker and stiff material. It's a mountain twin board. It's a directional twin, meaning that in between the contact points, the board is actually twinned. The stance in the profile, or the stance in the second radiuses are actually centered between your feet. But when you ride it this way and this way, it's gonna feel like a twin board. The only thing that makes it kind of directional is that outside the nose's contact point, the board is actually just 1 centimeter longer, just a little bit, but not much. But if you're riding some deep snow, or you're riding the backcountry, like set the stance back, let that big nose kind of stay afloat and have a lot of fun. But if you're ripping, groomers and you want to go through the park for some reason, just keep it centered up. Most people won't be on this in the park by any means, but it's always an option out there. Notice though that there's quite a bit of teeter-totter to the deck. This is a parabolic rocker style snowboard. The contact points are lifted off the snow. There's more rocker between the feet, and it gradually mellows out to those loosened contact points. So it still will feel kind of surfy, but it's going to feel more sturdy and surfy. It's not going to loop out if you happen to land on the tail if you're alling off a cat track. It has a 3-year warranty. It's designed in Venice, California, manufactured at the SWS facility in Dubai. They make some of the strongest and most durable decks around. Inside is a Highland style wood core. It's actually a pretty lightweight deck, and that's because of that wood core. It's both poplar and Paulownia style woods, but that wood core actually goes all the way to the tips, and there's a 360 wrap sidewall making it ultra strong. There's mixed glass too. Biax fiberglass on bottom at 0 and at 90 degrees. It makes it actually torsionally soft there, but a combination of other additional laminates and the Triax glass on top make it actually a little bit more sturdy and torsionally stiff. And then of course is the laminates on top that you see. This is actually ash. The lighter color wood is actually ash, and then there's like a black walnut. And that power ply top sheet actually again makes it a little bit more torsionally stiff. But then in the nose and the tail, there's carbon laminates. There's actually 4 different laminates that start on the tips and run down the rails just past the contact, or just past the insert pack. So there's actually 4 of them on both the nose and the tail. So even though the deck has a feel and flex rating of 8, which is actually quite stiff, the center of the board is going to feel just a little bit softer than the nose and the tail. It's almost like a pivot point torsionally, but underneath each foot and all the way to the tips, the board's going to be quite a bit stiffer, and that's why I say it has that sturdiness. So when you're exiting out of a turn, it's not going to loop out. There's still going to be a good amount of structure at the end of that kind of like raised contact point. But there's additional contacts to the board. There's actually Griptech edges, protruding edges underneath your toes and your heels caused by the unblended transition zones between 3 different side cut radiuses on each edge. There's a smaller side cut radius in between your feet for small cross underturns, and larger side cuts on the nose and on the tail for those big sweeping side cuts. The unblended transition zones are what make Griptech edges. So if you ride really like firm snow, hard snow, Griptech is really great. If you like riding fast, you're going to love the Wasteland. Of course, it has a sintered style base. It absorbs tons of wax. It's been factory waxed by Wend Lax Works, but you need to maintain it throughout the season. Surprisingly enough, there's actually really not much structure to it. So if you're riding really wet or humid conditions, make sure to put a little bit of structure to it. This is an awesome deck. This is the 2019 Arbor Wasteland rocker. Again, it's designed for a hard charging rider. It has a kind of unique feel. It's a little bit loose because of the parabolic rocker shape, but it's still sturdy underfoot and grips on firm snow. It's an awesome deck that you can check out at thehouse.com by selecting the link below in the description. Feel free to leave a comment or question. Let us know what you think of this thing, or if you have any other additional questions. Subscribe to the channel there. Check out more vids there, and hopefully see you guys on snow. Peace.